For years, you have been told that the best shoes for seniors are soft, cushioned, and supportive. It makes perfect sense, right? Comfort should equal safety. But what if I told you that for many people, those very comfortable shoes are the secret reason why your balance is slowly getting worse, not better? I know that sounds completely backwards. We have spent our entire lives searching for comfortable shoes to protect our feet. How could they possibly be the problem? Here is the secret your feet want you to know. Your feet are not just blocks of bone designed to be cushioned. They are sophisticated pieces of technology, packed with thousands of nerves and dozens of tiny muscles. They are designed to feel the ground and make instant microscopic adjustments to keep you stable. Wearing thick, soft, cushy shoes is like trying to button a shirt while wearing thick winter gloves. They numb the senses. They prevent the small muscles from doing their job, forcing them to become weak and dormant. You lose your connection to the ground. In this video, I am going to explain the simple science of why turning your feet off with these shoes is wrecking your balance. And more importantly, I will guide you through a simple 3-step reawakening routine that you can do at home without shoes to switch your feet back on and restore the natural foundation of your balance. All right, our first step to reawaken your feet from their long sleep is to send them a clear, direct, and powerful signal. We will do this with a simple, feel-good self-massage that will reboot the connection between the ground and your brain. And we will do this from the complete safety and comfort of a chair. So go ahead, find a sturdy chair, sit down, and please take off your shoes and socks for this. It is essential that you have that direct skin contact to truly wake the system up. Okay, let's begin our conversation. Sit up straight and pull the leg of your foot in towards you, resting it on your opposite knee so you can comfortably reach the sole of your foot. You'll notice in the video that some cream is being used, which is wonderful if you have some lotion handy, but it is not necessary at all. The real magic is in the pressure and the connection. First, I want you to just lightly rub the entire arch of your foot in circles. How does that feel? For many of us, our feet are an area we rarely touch. This is the first hello in a very important conversation we are starting today. Now, using the tips of your fingers or your thumbs, let's apply some gentle but firm pressure. I want you to slowly run your fingers from the ball of your foot all the way down to your heel in a straight line. That's it. Then, move over about an inch and repeat that line, covering the middle and the outer side of your foot arch. As you are doing this, pay attention. Are there any spots that feel a little more tender or sensitive? Those are the areas where the nerves are most ready to wake up. You are sending a massive wave of new sensory information directly to your brain's balance center. Why this works? Remember our winter gloves analogy? Thick, cushioned shoes have put gloves on your feet. This massage is the powerful act of taking those gloves off. You are stimulating thousands of tiny nerve endings called proprioceptors, which are the sophisticated sensors that are supposed to tell your brain where your foot is in space. By waking them up, you are turning a numb, passive block back into an intelligent, active sensor. But waking the sensor up is only the first step. Now we must teach it how to communicate with your brain while you are in motion, and that is exactly what we will do in our next exercise. Wonderful! The sensors in your feet are now awake and online. Our next move, which I call the tightrope walk, will take that new sensory awareness and integrate it into the real-world skill of walking with precision and control. For this, we will be standing up, so your safety is our absolute priority. Please make sure you are standing right beside a long and sturdy support, like a kitchen countertop, a hallway wall, or the back of a sofa that you can trail your hand along as you walk. All right, let's get into position. Stand tall beside your worktop and take light support with one hand. Before you even take a step, pull your shoulders back and hold your head high. Now, I want you to imagine a narrow line on the floor stretching out in front of you, just like a tightrope at the circus. Ready? Let's begin to walk along that imaginary line, placing one foot directly in front of the other. The heel of your front foot should almost touch the toes of your back foot with every single step. That's it. Let your hands slide gently along the worktop as you go, using it for balance. Take about 5 to 8 slow, deliberate steps forward. How does this feel? It requires a lot of focus, doesn't it? Every single step is a new conversation between your feet and your brain. The nerves you woke up are now sending thousands of signals about the floor, and your brain is sending thousands of signals back to your ankles and hips to make tiny adjustments. If you feel wobbly, I want you to celebrate that feeling. That is the feeling of your balance system learning, recalibrating, and getting stronger in real time. The goal is not to be perfect on day one, but to practice this new, precise way of walking. Why this works. This tightrope walk is so effective because by narrowing your base of support, it forces your brain to stop ignoring your feet and to listen intently to the signals they are sending. The thick cushioned shoes you're used to provide a wide, artificial sense of stability, allowing your foot's natural system to get lazy. This exercise reverses that. It retrains your body's innate stability system from the ground up, teaching your feet and brain to work together to find your true center of gravity with every step. But learning to balance while moving is only half the battle. The ultimate test is being able to stand your ground and hold steady. And that is exactly what we will master in our final exercise. You are doing wonderfully. You've woken up the sensors with the massage, and you've taught them how to work while you are walking. Our final move, which I call the grounded stance, is the ultimate test to prove to yourself that your feet have truly been reawakened. Now, this is our most challenging movement of the day, so I must insist that you do not underestimate it. Please stand right beside your sturdy worktop, a heavy chair, or a wall. You must have that reliable support within easy reach at all times. Your safety is what makes this practice powerful and effective. All right, let's get into position beside your support. Before we even lift a foot, I want you to just take a moment and feel both feet flat on the floor. Think about all those thousands of sensors we woke up. I want you to imagine them like the pads on a cat's paw, sensitive, alive, and ready to feel and grip the ground beneath you. Now, holding lightly onto your support, I want you to slowly begin to shift your weight onto one leg. When you feel ready, gently lift your other foot from the floor. It doesn't have to be high. Just an inch or two is absolutely perfect. And now, you are balancing. What do you feel? You will almost certainly feel your ankle wanting to wobble and sway. I want you to welcome that feeling. That is not a sign of failure. That is the sign of your body learning. Every time it wobbles, it means the newly awakened nerves in your foot are firing off thousands of signals to your brain, and the tiny muscles are firing back to keep you upright. This is your natural, intelligent balance system doing its job again. Your goal is to simply hold this for as long as you can. As you gain confidence, try using your support less and less. Maybe just a few fingers, then maybe just one. The goal is not to let go completely today, but to feel your foot actively working. Why this works. We finish with this exercise because standing on one leg is the ultimate act of trust in your body's foundation. It takes away all compensations and forces the foot to be the active, responsive stabilizer it was designed to be. Thick, cushioned shoes prevent this from ever needing to happen. They create a lazy, passive foundation. This single exercise powerfully reverses that damage. But completing these exercises today is only the beginning. Now we need to talk about how to make this a lasting change in your daily life so you can carry this new feeling of stability with you everywhere you go. You've done it. You have just completed the full 3-step reawakening sequence for your feet. Before we finish, I want you to just take a moment to stand and feel your connection to the floor. Does it feel any different? Maybe a little more plugged in or alive? That is the feeling of a system that has been reconnected to its power source. The most important lesson today is that true natural safety doesn't come from cushioning our feet from the world. It comes from allowing them to feel it. For years, You may have thought your comfortable shoes were your best friends for balance, when in reality, they were putting your feet's brilliant sensory system to sleep. Today, you took off the winter gloves and reminded your feet how to feel, react, and hold you steady. Now, I know a couple of questions might be on your mind. First, how often should I do this, and should I always be barefoot? Excellent questions. I recommend doing this short routine once a day. A perfect time is in the evening after you take your shoes off. And yes, absolutely do this barefoot. The entire purpose is to re-establish that direct skin-to-ground connection. Second, I found the tightrope walk very difficult. That is completely normal, and it's a sign that the exercise is doing its job. If it's difficult, it means you are challenging and strengthening your brain-foot connection. My advice is simple. Slow down. Go incredibly slowly, and keep a light hand on your support at all times. A few slow, controlled steps are 1,000 times more valuable than a rushed, wobbly walk. To celebrate unplugging your feet from your shoes, I want you to go to the comment section and write, "Feet awake." It's a declaration that you are taking back control of your body's natural foundation. And finally, if you found this valuable, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell. In our next video, we will reveal the number one type of chair in your house that is secretly deactivating your core muscles every time you relax. You will not want to miss it. Thank you for your trust today. Stay strong and stay steady.